Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new here, I'm so happy that you have found me and we have found each other. So I hope that you're going to find something on this channel that resonates with you, and you can look at all my readings. There are hundreds out there. They're all timeless. So take a look and see if anything strikes your fancy. If you've been here for a while, I truly appreciate each and every one of you as well. So thank you all so much. You are always welcome here. We're going to do a spread today for the new moon. Now, I have been seeing conflicting information. I have actually seen that this is a new moon in Leo, but also a new moon in Cancer. So that could be the difference between tropical and Vedic astrology. I was called to focus on Leo. Okay, so this feels like it's going to be a very fiery, passionate new moon. All right, so you may also, depending on your chart, experience some of the Cancer side of things, which could be emotional stuff. All right, maybe even intuitive. But today I was called to do the Leo aspect of that. So we're gonna go ahead and pull some cards for you, and we're gonna tap into the energy of this new moon. And we're going to do a spread of what needs to go and what needs to grow. So if you've been on my channel for a while, I've done this spread before. So what I'm going to do is lay some piles out and we'll come right back. All right, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So I went ahead and drew a few cards. We're going to pull even more cards, but this is just to get a baseline here. So the pile over here to the left is what needs to go, and the pile over here to the right is what needs to grow. So let's jump into the very first card that we pulled here. This is number 33, and this is a dandelion. So immediately I got weeds. So if you think of your life as a garden, there's something in your garden that may be invasive, that is taking over your garden and needs to be uprooted. I'm going to read from the book on this. It says, all that hard work to bloom is over. Things have finally settled down and you've just about caught your breath, but fate has a different plan for you. There's an unexpected wind on the horizon waiting to sweep you up and append everything that you've put in place. The urge may arise to fight it, but how about surrendering to chaos for once and letting it blow you into a different path? You might find that things look even clearer upside down. Okay, so that is a very interesting take on that as well. Like I said, my first intuitive hit was that dandelion is often referred to as a weed, and I know that many people can use dandelion for different things. You can make teas with it, herbal things. So it's like one person's trash is another person's treasure, so maybe you enjoy the dandelions. But it's also alluding to the different phases of the dandelion. So it does initially grow as that yellow flower, and then it turns into the, I call it like the wishing flower, the part where all the little pieces blow in the wind, okay? So you're being called to just surrender to whatever is happening right now in this period of your life, your journey, and understand that wherever you are being transitioned to, it is going to be far better than where you are currently, okay? So don't fight it, go with the flow. That's very much the message here. And then the next one that we have for the same question on what needs to go is get grounded. So this is empaths, highly sensitives, and connect with nature. So I'm getting that because you're going to be relocated, and I say that either metaphorically or literally, depending on your situation. This could just be a job relocation. This could be a physical living environment that's being relocated. Could even be mental, or spiritual. Maybe you're changing your thought process, so things are just not going to be the same as they were initially. But because we're being transitioned from something to something else, you are being called to try to remain grounded through this. And it is because you are highly sensitive. okay? So this could mean that there are outside influences trying to sway you in one way or another, and maybe it is causing you to become ungrounded, okay? And that just means being connected with yourself, connected with the earth, connected with nature. So you can go outside and walk barefoot in the grass to get grounded. You can hug a tree. You can just imagine yourself having roots coming down out of your feet and connecting down into Mother Earth. And this will help you align with the Earth's energy at this time, which is also ever shifting, okay? So know that to stay in tune with what's happening around you, you can always go connect to the Earth, all right? Okay, I'm going to pull some tarot cards for this side, what needs to go, and we're going to ask why. Why does it need to go? I feel like I don't need to ask why, but we're going to do it anyways. Thank you. It's for your highest good. So it's to clear out things that aren't serving you, okay? Again, weeds that could be strangling your growth, because that was the initial hit that I got despite what the card says, but also you may be experiencing a lot of change right now, and so you're just being asked to go with the flow. Remain grounded as much as you can. So this might be awakening. This could be judgment that you're placing on yourself, on others in your life, like how do you fit into my life currently? And that may be something that you have to do with each person you encounter. It's almost like you have to look at the pros and cons. Like a lot of people, I don't know if they still do this, maybe they do, with relationships, right? You get into a new relationship or you're contemplating getting into a new relationship and you almost list out pros and cons. What are the benefits? What are the non-benefits, right? How is this not beneficial? So you might be doing this now with everything in your life, literally everything. People, places, jobs, anything, right? You're looking at the pros and cons. And you're saying maybe in the past, this individual, this job, this place has benefited me in some way, and there were more pros than cons, but now you might be to the point where it has flipped in some way. Maybe now the benefits have not been the same as they were, and they have flipped, and now there are more potential cons than there are benefits. And so you're looking at things from an objective point of view and saying, you know what, this isn't for me anymore. There might have been a time when this was beneficial to me and it's just not anymore, and so I have to leave and I have to go do something different. So then we have the Page of Wands. I love this because this is very much you being passionate about moving forward with something, okay? This is enthusiasm, and I'm getting that it's something new, okay? So it's like you're getting excited for something new, and in return, something else has to go, okay? It's like you're trying to propel yourself forward, and Spirit's like, but wait a minute, before you can do that, you have to weed your garden back here, okay? Because some of these people, places, things can't come with you. What else do we have, please? Thank you. The Seven of Swords. All right. So that can mean a few things here. Fool at the bottom, meaning like you are so ready for this new beginning, this brand new way of doing things. So this could be a couple things. This could be the people that are in your life that don't have your best interest, and these are the people you're weeding out. This could also be a job, right? Maybe you're not being paid what you feel that you're worth, and so it feels like they're stealing your time and your energy, and you're saying to yourself that I can go get a similar job or a better job and get paid better, and people will appreciate my energy, my time. If it's a relationship, same thing. It's like your time, your energy is your currency. And you're starting to look at things from that standpoint. You're like, if I can get a relationship that benefits me, okay, that reciprocates my energy. I am constantly pouring into this other person, but I also want to make sure that I am being also poured back into, reciprocated energy. So you, again, are weeding this energy out and saying what's not for me, what is for me. I am the person that gets to ultimately decide that for myself. And if you decide that it's not for you, then you are just ready to move on. I love that. All right, so let's jump into the Moonology deck. Let's get more information on what needs to go. Tell me more about this. What needs to go? Thank you. It is a time for healing. So that is ultimately going to be why these things need to go. So what starts to happen in dynamics with jobs, friends, relationships, whatever have you, is one of you will heal and the other one will choose not to. Now, if that's the case, you're going to immediately feel sort of a separation in energy between you. You're going to say, you know what? I've healed past whatever this, I'm getting like trauma bond, right? Maybe I bonded to you because we related to something that happened in the past and I have become codependent, or you have become codependent on me. So you're starting to look at those things from like a fresh perspective, and you're starting to realize what it is that attached you in the first place, what is no longer resonating with you on why you've attached. And you're choosing to either invite this job, person, place, individual, whatever, to level up with you as you heal, or to leave them behind. So that is ultimately the judgment that you're placing on your own life. And again, this was very much these are the things, people, places that cannot come with you, okay? So it's okay that happens, because that's just how life works. Now, you might invite them to heal with you, and they do. And that's perfectly acceptable and great, honestly. That means that you're trying to evolve together and heal together. And maybe you don't have to leave someone behind. But trust your instincts, okay? When you feel that it is time to leave a situation, it is time to leave a situation. Don't let someone continuously take your energy, your beautiful, empathic, and highly sensitive energy, when you've already healed from something and you already know within yourself that it's time to go. Some people may stick around for a little while and try to convince you that you need to stay for whatever reason, but you already know deep within your heart it's time to leave. Okay, and then we got this one. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. All right, so the Seven of Swords is very much about taking. And so you feel like you're now in the energy of not only wanting to give your energy, but to have it given to you. You're like, it's my time now to be given to, instead of people approaching me on what can I give to them, and so that they can take it from me. I want reciprocity. That's what this feels like here. The bottom of the deck, we have gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So it feels like there's just like a little bit left. Like this, what they just told me was bottom of the barrel scraping. You've pretty much emptied the barrel with the judgment in your life, but there's just a little residual, like muck, okay? Like these are the clingers, stage 5 clinger. These are the clingers that you've either allowed to stay for whatever reason, or they just have kept coming back, being like, I'm still your friend, right? We're still talking, right? I still can get this from you, right? Like that kind of stuff. So whatever this is, you have the tools within you to get through this. and you are working through it beautifully, okay? You need nothing more than what you've already got and what you've been doing. So continue doing what you've been doing, all right? You already know likely who these people are that have been trying to just come to you and take from you rather than reciprocating with you. And you likely have already placed judgment on them. These just may be some of the people that keep coming back. And it's like time for a hard boundary, right? So no more being flexible, no more, okay, yeah, I'll do it this one last time. It's like, cut it off, you know? That's what it is. And that might be why you're being called to connect with nature and to do this last little bit of healing, right? All right, so let's get over to the other side here. So this is the what needs to grow now. Now that we know what needs to go, I immediately, when I pulled the dandelion and the basil, basil stands for abundance, luck, growth, prosperity. So it really does feel like once we have weeded out our garden, so many beautiful things are going to flourish right before your very eyes, okay? So the basil card, it says you're due to set out on a journey, be it physical or spiritual. So be ready for a change in your life. In Italy, pots of basil are left on windowsills to indicate that guests are welcome. And in Tudor England, basil was given as a gift to ensure safety while traveling. Drawing this card suggests that you're inviting in a change of scenery. Be sensible about your decisions, and your feet will lead you safely where you need to go. I love that because it did indicate over here that a change in location may also be prevalent for you. So it's about going with the flow and trusting where you're being led at this time. Then with this, we got the priestess card. How are you being called to step up and lead? So with your change in location may also come a change in position. So we talked over here about this potentially being a job loss or you leaving a job because there's something here that is for you that's far better. Maybe in the past you've been afraid to be like a manager or a supervisor or a teacher or a leader in some way, but you are being called to step into that position now. And Spirit is saying that you are ready to flourish, okay? So even if you don't feel ready, you are ready. You're being guided towards this. This is ultimately what you are positioned to do, okay? So let's get into the tarot, and we're going to ask, why does this need to grow? Tell me more about this side over here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. So this could be a potential love offer that wants to come through. This could even be, I'm getting self-love. Like, why does it need to grow? Because you need to pour into yourself, and others want to pour into you. It's a far different energy over here of just the people showing up to take from you, because now you have a full cup and you're going to be meeting other people that also have a full cup and want to reciprocate with you. All right, what else, please? Thank you. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, let's get one more. One more. Thank you. The Tower. All right, so the message here is pretty straightforward. The message that I'm getting here, this could be, again, taken two ways. We're going to go with both ways. For you collective. If there's something over here that you can't let go of, refuse to let go of, and you're clinging too tightly to it, divine intervention is gonna step in and remove it. So, sudden change, right? Sudden change in location, sudden change in job. So like if you've been contemplating quitting, but you haven't yet, you could get laid off or fired or whatever the situation is. If it's a relationship, this could be very similar. Something could come in and just change the dynamic entirely. So the message here is not to cling too tightly to these things that need to go, because it's being removed for your higher good. Now, if this is the other people that refuse to leave, so let's just say, again, the stage 5 clingers, if it's not you that's the clinger, you have other people that are the clingers, they're holding on too tightly, they will also be removed from your presence. So don't worry about that too. The other message I'm getting is, with this Knight of Cups, there is something that wants to come in for you, but it will require new space. That's basically the gist of it. Like, you have to make space for this new beautiful energy to come in, okay? It's almost like if we think about the garden scenario. If you are having a garden full of weeds, there's no room to plant this basil. So you have to weed out what's invasive. And yes, dandelions can be invasive. So can basil, though. So think about it that way. Both can be invasive plants. Both can flourish. And the thing is these are the things that are not serving you. This is what's going to get you to where you need to be in this leadership role, and to get you your abundance that you're searching for right now. Even love. It is attracting in what it is you desire at this time. Okay, let's keep going. What else do we have for this pile on what needs to grow? I just saw 808. Thank you. Your hard work is paying off. This is a new moon in Capricorn. I love it. So you are definitely putting your hard work into this. And you might even be starting to see signs of this basil flourishing for you. This might even be a sign for you to go out and get some basil and start growing it yourself. We have look at the bigger picture, the full moon in Sagittarius. So we did just have a full moon in Sagittarius not too long ago. Maybe you're focusing too much on the minutia in your life, like this little problem or this little thing in front of you, but you're not looking at the overall bigger picture. So that's one thing that you're being called to do at this time. And then here we have balance, spirituality, and practicality with the full moon in Pisces. So whatever this is that Spirit's leading you towards, okay, it may feel uncomfortable at first. And that's okay, because it's shifting you and relocating you to a place that is more accepting of you the way you are without having to hide any aspect of you. It's also prepositioning you for a better relationship, okay? Self-relationship and, romantic relationship. So put the judgment on whatever it is that needs to be put on at this time, because new things want to come in and flourish in your life. All right, we're going to get some closing messages from Spirit here. Tell me more for the collective out there for this new moon. Thank you. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that is coming your way. Trust your instincts to do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction that you want to take your life. So interesting that came out, because I told you right when we started with this reading was that I received contradictory information about this new moon. Some say it's in Cancer, some say it's in Leo. I was called to focus on the Leo aspect of it. So you are also going to be put in a similar predicament, or you have already encountered that, where you're like, but wait a minute, I thought dandelions were good and I should keep growing them. Why am I weeding them out? Stuff like that. It could be literally anything in your life, but just try to sit with the energy and focus on where you want your life to go, in what direction, and which potential path or thing that you need to do is going to get you there. All right. We have keep moving forward, even if you're unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path that you're meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. And I'm hearing crows out there fighting or something. I know you probably can't hear that. They're just going crazy out there. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Never. Ooh, okay. A bunch fell on the floor. I'm gonna go get those. All right, so we have, when there are questions that you need assistance with, go inward. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, ask for our help also, then trust your intuition, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. We are with you always. And then the last one, you are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties that you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Okay. So that is your reading. This is for your new moon in Leo and or / Cancer, whatever you want to resonate with on that. But you have a lot going on here where you're just looking at things differently. You're healing through something at this time, and it's causing you to take a new perspective on your life, with every person, with every place, with every job, with anything that comes into your energy. You're looking at it now and saying, does this resonate with me currently? Again, maybe in the past it did, but maybe no longer it doesn't. So as you go through that, people are naturally going to fall out of your life. Let them go. Same with jobs, same with, again, relationships, whatever this is, places. You may not resonate with the place you live anymore and you want to try some new atmosphere. So whatever this is, trust it, okay? Go with the flow. You may be relocated. Things may shift in your world, but just stay grounded and allow this shift to take place. You will always be put in a better position, and you will always have a replacement of something better than what has left. All right? So that is your message for today, collective. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.